Hello everyone, it's KOVAAK and this is Warface Rifling 101. This video is targeted towards new and experienced players that does not main rifle. If you have more than 1k hours as a rifleman, this video probably won't benefit you. However, I'd appreciate it if you share this video with friends or clanmates you know could benefit from it. It includes most of the basics you need to get better as a rifleman, how to get better aim, how to position yourself, and much more. Rifle class is the most aim-intensive class. It requires you to play for headshots and get one-shot kill. It rewards good aim and good positioning. It is a jack of all trades, master of none. You can fight in all ranges, but you are at a disadvantage against other classes in their respective range. In all FPS games, there are two things you need to acquire if you really want to step up your game: game sense and mechanics. Let's talk about mechanics first. Mechanics include both aim and movement skills. You can improve both of them by just playing the game. And with the right practice, you can speed up your progress. Let's say the fact that Warface is a fast-paced FPS. You can run, jump, slide, and shoot with almost full accuracy with rifle while in scope. The accuracy drops only while drop shooting. Now let's talk about movements. For example, you can drop shot against medics in close range to dodge their shotgun pallets. It works against snipers as well, but I would not recommend it against rifles or engineers because they will track you down with their spray. Slide, if done correctly, makes your head a hard target to rifles and engineers. It gives you a significant accuracy boost and a great sway and recoil reduction, so you can be more accurate in long ranges. If done wrong, you're an easy target for snipers, so be careful. You can also use jumps when peeking corners to make yourself harder to hit. A gun with a special scope that reduces sway like AK-12 would really help you hit those shots. When you know that you have the range advantage, you can sight peek for a guaranteed kill. It is the easiest and it is easy to hit your shots when peeking this way. Let's not forget about the most important thing. Aim is essential in FPS games. It is not something you could learn overnight, and it takes time to build muscle memory. First, what sensitivity to use? Well, there is no such thing as best sensitivity. Everyone's preference is different. You just try out and see what works and what not. You can speed up your progress with the right training. In Warface, you need both click timing and tracking skills. If you are new to FPS games, or you are coming from console, you can use aim training software such as KOVAAKs and aimlabs. I personally like KOVAAKs. Both how to set up KOVAAKs for Warface and all my favorite scenarios are included in the description. It is also necessary to play fast respawn modes like TDM and free-for-all. I recommend free-for-all with a high recoil rifle that punishes you for missing your first bullets. Go for headshots only. Doesn't matter if you get first place, just keep going for headshots. With time, you will get better accuracy and aim speed. Here is how you control recoil in Warface. Equip your gun of choice and go to the safe house. Shoot 5 bullets at the wall and remember the recoil pattern. Now reverse it and try controlling for 5 bullets. When you can do it subconsciously, check the recoil pattern for 10 to 15 bullets and try controlling for that. Recoil in Warface is really easy and the patterns are very consistent. You should master this quickly. Weapons in Warface have different scoping speeds. If you want to shoot fast and be accurate, try to master the timing between scoping and shooting. Try to do your best to get your crosshair as close to the target as possible before scoping. Let's move on to game sense. Maps, classes, and guns knowledge plus positioning and the ability to predict enemies' movements and positions, it all comes naturally when playing the game. But here are some tips to help you speed up your progress. First, range in Warface. Don't challenge if your enemy have a range advantage. You can have better aim, better reaction times, but if you dry peek a sniper, if you pick a medic in close range, if you pick an NG in close to mid-range. You need to exploit the weakness of other classes outside their effective range. You have to play around that concept and pick your fights. As soon as you get an idea about where the enemy sniper is, avoid him and try to engage other classes at longer ranges. In defense, you can pick your fights that way. But in attack or retakes, you should be the first to enter sight, even if it means certain death, so your team can trade kill and get into the bomb site. Use your nades, smokes, and flashes wisely. Don't just toss them around. It is really common to see players throwing all nades at the beginning of the round. Don't do that unless you have a reason to. Use them to get space to block sniper lanes and force enemy sniper to unfavorable position, then engage. Save nades to prevent revives, use flashes when you have to peek medics and engineers in close range. Warface has a variety of weapons. Its meta is always evolving. Every new gun is better than the previous one. Usually, you can choose between 2 to 3 guns. For example, right now, the top 3 box weapons are OA Type C, the AK-12, and the CZ brand. These weapons are good because of their low recoil, the ability to one-tap at long range, and high damage per second, plus the sway reduction that comes with special scopes, like the ones on the AK-12 and the OA Type C. If you don't have those, you can always get old box guns. You can also get them from events like Top Guns that includes the M16 and the RGX. But if you are the hardcore free-to-play guy, you can use Y-Gray 15, VHS, or MS Radek. Even AK-103 will do. Just be aware that you're at a disadvantage, and you will lose gunfights that you would probably win if you had a meta box weapon. In Warface, guns have 6 visible stats in-game: damage, range, rate of fire, aim accuracy, hip accuracy, and magazine size. There is also hidden stats that you could look for in third-party websites like Warface Wiki Fandom or Warface Compare, links included in the description. Some special attachments have hidden perks. You can check those as well from the websites. Same as weapons, armor's meta is always evolving. Currently, the best armor is the full set of Blackwood armors. Armageddon and Syndicate are still good. If you don't have those, I'd suggest using Gamma Helmet and Gamma Gloves, Python Vest, and Fast Shoes. You can also use Earthshaker or Halloween Helmet. But if you really want to piss your opponents off, you should use Silent Shoes to catch them off guard. Recently, body skins improve sprint distance from 40 to 60%. If you have one of those, you can use it as well. If you don't, you can get them from events, or get them temporarily from boxes and Spec Ops rewards. You can use Warface Wiki Fandom website to check the stats and perks for new armor. Here is what you need to look for. Protection in all armor pieces, the more the better. Anti-flash and mine detection in the helmets, mine explosion delay can also be found in shoes. Explosive protection in the vest, you need more than 30% protection, so you won't die with 1 grenade or 1 mine. Protection in gloves to encounter medics. It shortens the range at which a medic can one-shot kill you if you face him. Lastly, sprint speed, sprint distance, and stamina, the more the better.